Summary of the novel, Anna Karenina. Author, Leo Tolstoy. Chapter 1, Introduction and Conflict in the Oblonsky Family. The story begins in Moscow, where the noble Oblonsky family faces a crisis. Stepan Arkadyevich Oblonsky, Stiva, an official, is discovered by his wife, Darya Alexandrovna, Dolly, to have had an affair with the French governess. Dolly declares she will leave Stiva, putting their marriage on the brink of collapse. The family atmosphere is tense, with their 5 young children affected by the discord. Stiva expresses regret but does not seriously attempt to mend his ways. To resolve the situation, Stiva invites his sister, Anna Arkadyevna Karenina, from St. Petersburg to Moscow. Anna, 27 years old, is the wife of Alexei Alexandrovich Karenin, a senior official, and mother to young Seryoza, whom she deeply loves. Stiva believes Anna can persuade Dolly. Upon arriving at Moscow's train station, Anna meets Count Alexei Kirillovich Vronsky, a young cavalry officer, and immediately makes a strong impression on him, though they exchange few words. Anna meets Dolly, emphasizing the importance of family and sacrifice for the children, and convinces Dolly to forgive Stiva. Dolly agrees, and the reconciliation is temporarily successful. Meanwhile, Konstantin Dmitrievich Levin, a 32-year-old landowner and Stiva's friend, arrives in Moscow. Levin comes to propose to Ekaterina Alexandrovna Sherbatskaya, Kitty, Stiva's 18-year-old sister-in-law, whom he has long loved. However, Kitty is attracted to Vronsky. The Russian aristocracy of the 19th century, with its hypocrisy and obsession with status, is more lenient toward men's mistakes like Stiva's, while women like Dolly face pressure to uphold family honor. This harshness highlights the gender inequality in society. Chapter 2, The Love Between Anna and Vronsky. Anna meets Vronsky on the train from St. Petersburg to Moscow. A fatal railway accident occurs, prompting them to talk in a state of shock, serving as an omen of their future fate. Vronsky, who had been pursuing Kitty, is captivated by Anna. Anna returns to St. Petersburg, but Vronsky follows her there, determined to win her affection. In St. Petersburg, Anna lives in a cold marriage with Karenin, who is 20 years her senior and focused on his career and reputation. Karenin, torn between social duty and personal emotions, begins to suspect Anna's relationship with Vronsky but responds with indifference and strict control. His extreme religious beliefs lead him to rigidly adhere to moral codes, deepening the rift with Anna. Anna feels an attraction to Vronsky but tries to suppress it. Vronsky frequently appears at social events Anna attends, and their feelings grow. Anna struggles between her new emotions and her family obligations, especially her love for Seryoza. Meanwhile, Kitty rejects Levin's proposal, hoping Vronsky will choose her. However, Vronsky abandons Kitty to focus on Anna. Kitty falls into despair and illness. Levin, hurt, returns to his rural estate. Anna and Vronsky's relationship becomes the talk of St. Petersburg. The hypocritical and judgmental aristocracy shuns Anna while being more lenient with Vronsky. Gender inequality is evident, as men's infidelity is less condemned than women's. Anna feels the pressure of judgmental glances and whispers, while still torn between her love for Vronsky and Seryoza. The decadence of the nobility, disconnected from reality, worsens her isolation. Chapter 3, Levin's Rural Life. Levin returns to his rural estate, where he manages land and seeks agricultural reforms. He strives to improve the lives of peasants but faces resistance from them. Levin throws himself into work to forget the pain of Kitty's rejection. He questions orthodox faith and science but begins to lean toward a simple spirituality, focusing on the meaning of life. Meanwhile, Kitty is taken by her family to a spa in Germany to recover from her emotional shock. There, she meets Varenka, a selfless young woman. Kitty initially wants to emulate Varenka's charitable lifestyle but later realizes that love and family are equally sacred. These experiences help Kitty mature. Levin continues to grapple with questions about life's meaning. He feels despair, even contemplating suicide. These reflections leave him lonely, but he persists with his work on the estate. The simplicity and connection to the land and rural life begin to shape his perspective. Chapter 4, Anna's Downfall. Anna and Vronsky's relationship deepens, and Anna becomes pregnant out of wedlock. She confesses to Karenin, hoping for a divorce. Karenin, torn between Christian forgiveness and the duty to protect his reputation, initially refuses a divorce, demanding secrecy. His extreme religious beliefs prioritize moral codes over emotions, intensifying Anna's despair. Anna grows more dependent on Vronsky, who promises to abandon his military career to be with her. Anna gives birth to a girl, named Annie. She nearly dies during childbirth, and in that moment, Karenin forgives her, embracing Anna and the child with tears. Vronsky, believing Anna is dying, attempts suicide but fails. After Anna recovers, Vronsky begs Karenin for a divorce, and Karenin consents. However, Anna, for complex psychological reasons, does not complete the divorce process, preventing her from legally marrying Vronsky and stripping her of her legal rights as a mother. Karenin insists Anna maintain the appearance of a normal family. Anna is shunned by friends and unwelcome at aristocratic events. She secretly visits Seryoza on his birthday, despite Karenin's prohibition, and the emotional encounter leaves her in greater pain when she must leave. Anna and Vronsky depart St. Petersburg for Italy, hoping for a new life. However, Anna craves social acceptance, while Vronsky grows restless from lack of purpose. They return to Russia, but Anna continues to face rejection from the hypocritical, judgmental, and status-obsessed aristocracy. Gender inequality allows Vronsky to remain accepted, while Anna is deemed a fallen woman. Karenin retains custody of Seryoza, causing Anna immense suffering from being separated from her son. The nobility's decadence, detached from reality, combined with Anna's inner doubts and insecurities, plunges her into profound loneliness. Chapter 5, Levin and Kitty's Wedding. Levin unexpectedly meets Kitty at the Oblonsky home. Noticing Kitty's newfound maturity, Levin rekindles his feelings for her. After a heartfelt conversation, they admit their mutual love. Levin proposes again, and Kitty accepts. Levin records their love story and marriage in his diary, reflecting deep thoughts about life. Levin and Kitty's wedding is simple. After the ceremony, they begin married life, facing challenges in aligning their personalities. Levin continues managing his estate and reflecting on life. Levin's brother, Nikolai, dies from alcoholism, prompting Levin to ponder the fragility of existence. Kitty becomes pregnant, bringing joy but also new worries for Levin. They learn to support each other, building a family life filled with challenges and happiness. The rural life and Kitty's love help Levin find peace in his daily responsibilities. Chapter 6, Anna's Death. Anna and Vronsky live in rural Russia, but Anna feels dissatisfied and trapped. She longs to see Seryoza, but Karenin refuses. Anna grows jealous, imagining Vronsky is interested in another woman, though there's no clear evidence. She starts using morphine to ease her pain, worsening her mental instability. The hypocritical and harsh aristocracy continues to shun Anna, excluding her from public events. Vronsky remains socially accepted, underscoring gender inequality. Anna feels isolated and insecure, her mental state deteriorating severely. The aristocracy's cruelty, combined with her psychological instability, morphine dependence, and inner loneliness from doubt and lack of spiritual support, pushes her to the edge. In a moment of despair, Anna believes Vronsky will abandon her. She goes to the train station and throws herself under a train, ending her life. Vronsky falls into grief and depression after Anna's death. He joins the war in Serbia. Karenin adopts Annie and lives on in solitude, ostracized by the aristocracy. Chapter 7, Levin's Life. After Anna's death, Levin and Kitty welcome their first child. Levin continues to ponder the meaning of life and religion. He doubts Christian dogma and falls into despair, finding no answers through reason. Rural life and Kitty's love gradually influence Levin. One day, while working in the fields, he undergoes a process of enlightenment, realizing he lives not for reason but for love, of his wife, child, peasants, and God. He recognizes God's presence in everyday actions, embracing a simple, non-dogmatic faith, acknowledging reason's limits in explaining the world. Levin does not abandon Christianity but reinterprets it in a vibrant, personal, and philosophical way. Kitty continues to support him, and they build a family life together. Anna ends in tragedy, dying under a train, trapped by mental instability, morphine dependence, and aristocratic rejection. Levin, in contrast, finds peace through love and responsibility, though they only met once briefly at the Oblonsky home. Their opposition stems not from direct interaction but from the story's symmetrical structure.